All right. Hello, friends. Is it dangerous to have too many friends? That's the question. In my understanding on that is, no, it's not dangerous to have too many friends because you need friends. But we must understand that our friends are individuals. And as individuals, they have their life to live. We shouldn't control them. And my understanding about friendship is something like you have to give everybody a room to grow. And when you have friends who have different views in life, who have different abilities too. So you are meant to learn from them and you're meant to add value to their lives too. So if we're in a situation where we have friends who don't want us to have friends, or who want to be the ones to control what we do or talk with our friends, then it becomes dangerous. Then it becomes dangerous. It means that we don't want them to really be themselves. Then it's no more friendship, it's bondage. Let's take it this way. In creation, we're told that God created man. God created animals. Then God created man. Then suddenly God saw that man, who he created, who is his friend, who he comes down to discuss with, he saw that whenever he leaves, the guy is so lonely. So he made Eve for the man. God would have been too... We serve a jealous God, right? He says he's a jealous God. But he would have been too jealous and too attached to Adam that he wouldn't have made Eve for Adam. He would have been too jealous and attached to Adam to the point that, yes, he wouldn't want to share his friendship with another person. Now, Adam would have also been too attached to Eve. Because let's face it, Adam woke up from this very deep sleep and saw a sugar honeycomb by his side. He was taken aback. Boy, look at it. You wake up from this, how many hours long sleep, and by your side is this smiling beauty, beautiful from head to toe. Beautiful mouth, beautiful nose, beautiful smiles. Probably Eve was smiling and had these dimples by the side. Oh, Adam was taken aback. The guy was like, "Whoa, God, what is this?" You know? He fell flatly in love with Eve at that moment. And then God said, "This is the rib of your rib, bone of your bone," and all the rest of them. Now gave him injunction to go multiply, blah, blah, blah. Now, Adam still had time to come back to God, because the Bible says that God always come down in the evening for him and Adam to, have discussion. Adam still had time to come back to God. God still had time to come back to Adam. And they discuss, they talk in the evening. So if God had said, "Now you have your friend. Oh, okay, I know you don't need me anymore. Let me go and find out." God has a creative ability, creative enablement to create lots and lots of Adams. But he still had time for Adam. He still had time to come down to Adam. So, is it good to have too many friends? Yes. Is it dangerous to have so many friends? No. And yes. It's a debate where you can say, if you have too many friends, you might not remember them. But look at it this way. If you have too many friends who add value to your life, you will definitely remember them, because when it gets to a point, you remember, oh, this is my friend. But it's good to keep in touch with your friends. It's good to, because at every level of our life, we must meet friends. If you don't meet friends, then you're not living. Friends are there to help us pass through the stages of life. Some of them fall by the wayside. Some of them stick with us till the day we are put 6 feet down below. Some of them also stick with us after we are gone. They come to our graveside and throw flowers. Some of them will live with our memories. That's true friendship. Now, at each stage of our life, we need to have friends. It's very important you have friends. It's very important you move along with your friends. Learn new things with your friends. Because it's seasonal. After that season, some friends will drop by the wayside. Some friends will get so angry that you're becoming too popular and drop off. They are lost. Some friends will be so happy that you are leaving a level where you are, a very low level to a very high level. Keep those friends. Keep in touch with those friends. Make sure you look out for those friends. Some friends will be there to push you down. Avoid them. Some friends will be there to walk hand in hand with you until you rise to that level. Keep them. They are wonderful friends. Very rare. Very hard to find. And you have those friends who will be looking at you from afar. But they are friends. Who, when you fall, all they will say is, "Oh, sorry." Who, when you rise, all they will say is, "Oh, I'm happy for you." Are they really happy? Only you can tell. You know, they are so neutral. They are sitting at the fence. They can't give you advice. They might be doing very well, but they can never give you advice. Why? Because they are afraid that when they give you advice, you leave them. Or when they give you advice, they know your abilities, you will do better than them. So it depends. Again, are friends dangerous? Are too many friends dangerous? No. Yes. Too many friends that are not taking you anywhere are dangerous. Look for the friends. Sieve your friends. Let me show you something. This is a rice sieve. Okay? Use this kind of sieves. Sieve your friends. Anyone that's still in here is a friend. Gather those ones that fall by the wayside. They're still friends, but they are the chaps, probably, or they are the good friends, probably. So those ones that you still have things inside, those ones who fall by the side, because the length, the size of your sieve that you're using to sieve your friends, to demarcate your friends, might be wrong. The gauge, you see, the size of these holes varies. You see, these ones might be bigger than this, or these ones might be tinier than this. If I double it up, I get a finer sieve, because I might make it hard for some friends to fall by the side, because I'm trying to protect them. All right, so if I double it up and make sure that the space, the lines don't align, they are, you know, diagonal to each other, perpendicular. I don't know, I forgot my mass. Okay, so I make it very hard for those friends to fall out. Why? Because I'm trying to hold them dear. I'm trying to hold them to my heart. I'm trying to make sure that they don't fall. But they might not be what I'm looking for at this particular stage in my life. They might not be what I'm supposed to need at this particular stage in my life. It might be that they are not good for me now, because if I'm using this kind of sieve, I'm looking for something bigger. I'm looking for bigger friends. I'm looking for friends who have bigger enablement, bigger abilities, bigger intellectual capabilities, bigger in a way to show me up, bigger in a way to push me and say, "Oh, this business deal is fine, go get it. Oh, this course is going on in school now, go apply for it." Then they come back to me, "Have you applied for that course?" So I might be looking at them with the eyes that I want to keep those friends, not knowing that the ones who passed through here, who were silent at that moment and became flat and became powdery and became like waste, not knowing that they are also important. Listen, As we are talking, I put something on fire. I forgot it. Okay? I forgot it. Now, these are friends that I've forgotten. Okay? It doesn't mean that the fire wasn't on. Alright? I forgot this, my friend, which is the pot that contains something I need to eat. Okay? But I remembered that I have this, my friend, inside the pot which I must eat. So I went back now and turn up the fire. So some of your friends might be passing through fire at that particular point. So that's why they are not active. That's why they are not talking. That's why they are not remembering you. That's why they don't pick up the phone and call you. They are passing through very hot fire. It might be that the fire they are passing through was so small because I knew the extent of content I have in this pot, so I reduced the light so that it doesn't burn so quickly. So it might not be that the fire on them is so high, so hot, poverty stricken, they don't have money, they don't have health, their health is falling down, they're looking for somebody like you to come and talk to them. Now I rushed, I saved it. So those your friends might not fit in here. They might be the ones who come out as chaff. So if they come out as chaff, there's still value in that chaff. Go back to that your sieve. You see, at this particular stage of your life, you've sieved them out. You've taken these ones who look more important to you because of what you're going through now, because of the synergy you're looking for, because of the kind of place you want to place yourself. Go back to these unwanted, unquote, friends. Inside them, you still have treasures. If you can pick them up, look at them, find their contact, call them. That call might save someone. That's why you need a lot of friends. That call you make might save someone. That call you make might be the call they've been looking for. They're looking for someone to just say, hello, how are you? How are you doing? It might save a life. It might get somebody out of depression. It might get somebody, save somebody who wanted to just commit suicide now. Your voice comes through the phone line. How are you? I've been trying to reach you. You reach out to them, shore them up, comfort them, talk to them, save a life. You might be lucky in most cases. The words they tell you will be the words you're looking for. You know, it works like a miracle, but it is appointed time. The Bible said for an appointed time, when the appointed time comes up, but because we are looking for the easy way out, if our friends don't get to that point we want them to be, we drop them. Drop it like a hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. You know, we drop them like hot. See, it's too hot. If I use my hand, carry it to a point, I drop it. Okay? So we drop our friends because they don't meet up our present requirements. But your requirement can be refined. Your requirement can be redefined. Your requirement can be truncated. Your requirement can be replaced. It's your priorities. Get the friends who will always be there for you. Okay? If you have too many friends, happy for you. If you have little friends, get more friends. Because you're just in your comfort zone. You might get a friend who doesn't seem like he's big, but he's controlling empires. One little business word he will give to you makes a difference. But because you don't need too many friends, they might lead you to sin. They might lead you to committing what you don't want to commit. Get to a point in your life where you are the driver of your life, where what you don't want to permit will not happen. Very hard. We'll talk about that one day. You know, we'll talk about that one day. Let's not go into it now. It's so deep. Okay? Make sure you polish your friends. If you polish your friends, they look nice, you look nice. And friend, dear friend, when you have someone who polishes your life, when you have someone who polishes your life, value them. When you have someone who always calls you to ask you how you're doing, value them. Call them. They're not only the ones to call you. It is not their right to call you. It is your right to know they value you and then you value them. Dear friend, if you call someone all the time, you should be able to understand that they add value to your life also. If you're too busy, everybody is busy. Everybody is busy. But if you can make out time to call a friend today, you might be saving life. You might be saving your own life too. Because sometimes we have friends who are too silent. They don't want to talk because there's something holding them down. And when they talk, wise words come out from their mouth. If you think you have too many friends, think again. It might be at the end of the day you don't have any friend. Are you a friend to someone who has a friend? Who also has a friend that has a friend that has a friend that also has a friend that has a friend that has a friend. There's something called that network. Get into your network. Utilize your network. Don't just sit down and say it's not working. Get into your network. In stages in life we pass through preschool. You have friends you met from preschool. Kindergarten, preschool, primary school, secondary school, college, uni, and the rest of them, work and the rest. These are networks. At least have one friend from all this network. I know you might not get the friends from your kindergarten, that's all right. Have friends from all this network. They're important. They're stages of life you pass. And if you pass through those stages of life, you have to pick up something from it. Learning experience. It is good. If you can't use your network wisely, what can we say? Put off. Don't put it off. Don't put it off. I'm just joking. Don't put it off. Try now. Sit down. As you're watching this now, sit down. Think about those friends who you've not called for the past 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Get their numbers. Try and find them. In social media, find them. Reach out to them. Ask them how they're doing. You might be saving life. Also, if those friends who have not called you for a long time try to reach you, don't be too rigid. Don't be the kind of person that says, oh, I'm no more in that level. Why would this guy be calling me? You know? Why would this guy be calling me? I'm no more in that level. And you ignore them. You might be missing something. The experiences we pass through. One of the days, I'll tell you one experience I passed through that will really open your eyes the way you treat friends. If you call them friends, treat them nicely. Also, don't take shit from them. Let them treat you nicely. If this has blessed you, why don't you just share it with your friends, with your network? It might be a way for you to wake up your friend, you know. When you share this and say, listen, you are my friend, I value you. Listen to this, it makes sense. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, just share it. Don't worry, just share it. It might make sense to a nonsensical, nonsense person. Alright? Just share it. Give me some love. Show me some love. Share, man. Come on, show me some love. You know? Share this. Comment. Go to my Facebook page. If you have any question, go there. Just shoot out the questions. Don't worry. If I don't know it, I'll call my friends. I have high friends who are too high in knowledge. We talk about it. I'll come back to you. I don't know it all, but I have friends. You know? And I value my friends. And I utilize my network. So, till next time when I come your way, think about it. Remember my video, the idea generator. Your friends are supposed to be part of your idea generator. Go check out the idea generator and check out the next video that is coming after this. Thank you very much and peace out!